Well, Greg, when you look at these rosters, both teams have lots of quality players and very deep benches.
And with the pace we see in games, it really helps to have more legs to run. Each of these coaches have a lot of options, so it'll be interesting to see how they play the matchups.
Now, Golden State's starting five. The core of this team all out there. Curry and Thompson in the backcourt with Green at the 4. Looney out there with Wiggins. Van Vliet with the bucket.
And count on Van Vliet to hit that three-point shot. He's an efficient scorer from beyond the arc.
Passes it to Looney. Curry outside. It's rebounded by Anunoby. GA with their 4th title. The combination of Steph, Clay, and Draymond Green. The single most successful trio in the last half-century in the NBA.
And some would argue the best trio of all time. The most wins in the finals ever by a trio who've each made an All-NBA team.
Here's Curry. Following the basket by Scotty Barnes. They double-team Curry. Thompson, high post, from 17 feet out. And the Warriors miss again.
See, that miss right there. It's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Here's Anunoby. Raptors get it back. Pirtle. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And Pirtle has a stick-with-it mentality on the offensive glass, just throwing himself against the board.
Looney kicks to Green. Here's Curry. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Yeah, not the start that they wanted, but maybe that basket was all they needed to get into a little bit of a rhythm.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
No good on the triple.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Fires the 3. That shot misses. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter. And it's Wiggins missing. Toronto, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. And here's Barnes for 3. It's good from long range. Barnes has got 5 points so far.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Siakam for 3. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Pass to Pirtle. 1 second left. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
That's the play that pumps up the whole.
And so it's Toronto looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We've got more in store for you right after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Raptors. So with Thompson sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. We've got JaMychal Green, Jonathan Kuminga out there with Wiggins. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Poole in at the point. And Fred VanVleet, a player who has always shot well from outside.
And Kevin VanVleet has continued to kind of take on more of an offensive load, increased his volume while maintaining efficiency. Not every player able to do that.
The Warriors shooting their first free throw of the game here.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
And so he hits the technical free throw. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Andrew Wiggins. And it's the Warriors with the ball. It's a 14-point game. Pass to Poole. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Iguodala. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
You just can't give Iguodala these looks. He's too experienced and crafty down low.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, Kevin. Of course, the Warriors' offense stands out for its emphasis on ball movement. Coach Steve Kerr says if you get to touch the ball and be a part of the action, whether it's as an assist man, ball mover, shooter, dribbler, the more people who are involved in the offense, the more powerful it becomes. Kevin, strength in numbers indeed.
As has always been the case for his offense, the more the better. And it's worked for him. DA, thanks. Over in the corner, Green. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Achua. Raptors leading by 11.
The Raptors are only a few years removed from its championship in 2019. Boy, a lot has changed since then.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Fred VanVleet picks one up. A lot of change. Toronto is without some of the key pieces from that title team, and it wasn't that long ago. But, Greg, they haven't had to go through a full rebuild. There are some remaining parts.
Listen, the talent they have is still undeniable, and they've got a good mix of young up-and-comers and players in the prime of their career.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Draymond Green comes in for JaMychal Green, and it's Peyton in for Andre Iguodala. Poole against VanVleet. Here's Kuminga. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Precious Achiuwa. The Warriors have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. Siakam is checked in for Toronto. Then for the Warriors, Klay Thompson comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And Stephen Curry is subbed in for Jordan Poole. Greg, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So a great profile for a modern NBA defense.
Curry fires from way outside. Out to Thompson. Takes the three. He can't hit that time. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. Trent, that's a two-pointer. And another basket for Toronto.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
To the inside, here's Kuminga, and Kuminga throws it down.
The team-first mentality of Thompson. When someone on his squad is open, he finds them.
Green against VanVleet. Over Green. Bank shot, no good.
Looked like he just rushed it there. Just maybe take a little bit more time in the future.
Thompson from long range. The offensive rebound. And so it's Toronto. 13 points up at the end of the period. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets up. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Fred VanVleet really making a difference here.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. Fred VanVleet out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Pirtle in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And it's Barnes with the ball for Toronto. 13-point lead. And Scotty Barnes, the Rookie of the Year in 2022 in the NBA.
And you could argue he was maybe the biggest surprise of the 21 draft. Made a huge impact on the floor immediately. If you did a redraft of that class, he'd be closer to the top.
Pirtle, the pass to Siakam. Buries the long-range jumper. Siakam's got the first points of the second half here for Toronto. The pass to Looney. Wiggins against Barnes. Wiggins kicks to Green. And again, no good by Golden State. Raptors leading by 16. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. The shot comes out, and Golden State will come the other way. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul. The Raptors making a switch here. Achiuwa's checked in. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for the Warriors. Poole comes in for Stephen Curry. There's 1:38 left to play here in the third. Wiggins finds Looney. Back to Wiggins. Outside Green for three. Here's Looney. And there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Pirtle.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Warriors trail by 16. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And a wide-open look here for Wiggins. Misses the three.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And the shot will not go from Anunoby. The Warriors have gone only 1 of 6 in the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. The Warriors shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. Free throw good, Wiggins.
And the winner's mentality Wiggins has is commendable. A hard worker who wants to keep improving.
Chris Boucher's checked in for the Raptors. Trent comes in for Fred VanVleet. And then for Golden State, JaMychal Green comes in for Looney. And it's Jonathan Kuminga in for Green. And the three ball is good.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And again, it's the Warriors missing. Raptors leading by 17. To the middle. And the layup's good off the glass. And that's now 7 points for Gary Trent Jr.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Good on the bucket.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
And you can see them just deflate after giving up that score. And they know that they can't dig themselves out of this hole if they're allowing second chance points.
And so it's Toronto with a... And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And two teammates on the same page, woo.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So with Wiggins sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. The 3 great shooters out there for him, Curry and Poole in the backcourt with Thompson at the 3. The pairing up front, it's Green and Looney. Outside Curry. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Pirtle, he's checked in for Chris Boucher. Payton, he's checked in for the Warriors. And you see players trying to get the officials to blow the whistle. Were players in your day, Greg, falling down as much as they seem to be doing now?
Oh, it's way more common now. And let's face it, it's a copycat league. All the whistles slow the game down. I just love to see them let a little bit more go.
The shot by Curry, no good.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
Drops in the tray.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break. Nice, clean bounce pass. Sometimes the fundamentals are all you're going to need.
Here's Pirtle. They get it back. And the Raptors tack on 2 more.
And watch Siakam just spring up for those offensive boards. Athletic ability gets him to the ball so fast.
Curry passes to Looney to the paint. And Green gets it to go. Green's got his first points in this one.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Barnes. That falls. Great assist by Van Vliet. 7 points for Scotty Barnes.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Raptors.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Fred Van Vliet.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome.
Raptors are gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. It's stolen by Green. Curry with it. Guarded now by Barnes. From deep three-point range, Curry's shot is off. And so it's Trent with it. He brings it up for the Raptors. And here's Barnes for three. No good there. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Passes it to Curry. Back to Thompson. The three. Rebound by the Raptors.
And you can see why he might be off on some of his attempts, getting far fewer shots today than he's accustomed to.
And here is Curry. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that